Приветствую на канале. Продолжаем прохождение Hogwarts Legacy. В прошлой части нам показали начало игры, что нам пришло письмо, что нас зачислили на последний курс. Профессором Фигом мы направлялись в Хогвартс, на нас напал дракон. И был также какой-то ключ, мы перенеслись, в общем, в какое-то там потайное место, и в итоге оказались в банке Гринготс. Там увидели воспоминания волшебника и выяснили, что мы, судя по всему, обладаем способностью видеть магию. После всех этих событий выбрались из банка точнее, из сейфа. И попали на процедуру распределения. Я попал на факультет Пуффендуй. Вот такое нестандартное решение. Давайте продолжать.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Так. Не надо волноваться.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так, давай посмотрим. Так, значок символизирует основные задания. Выполняя, продвигайтесь по основной истории. Это все понятно. Некоторые заблокированы. Надо умение, уровень или еще какую-то хрень. Понятно. Отслеживать правой кнопкой.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmid for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Оценки носов. Не очень понял. Так, задание завершено. Добро пожаловать в Хогвартс. Очарованный компас. Сколько всего. Так, что тут есть интересного?
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Так. Ну-ка, дай
If
я
I have
взгляну.
the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and
Чё,
find me if
здесь
you
надо
stumble on
применить
something
Ревилио.
solves the mystery.
Нет? Картина явила какую-то подсказку. Люмос. Ну-ка.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Ну, надо найти это место, судя по всему. А это не здесь ли случайно? Очень похоже. Но нет. Так, ладно, надо отправляться на урок.
This looks like the location from
А,
the
так
painting.
вот же.
What could be so
Смотри.
special about it?
Так.
Revelio.
Эту штуку собираем. Бери все страницы руководства. Испытание выполнено. Так.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
А, надо мотыльков собрать. И...
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
И это все? Так просто? Ленова Эверли.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
По зацепкам,
I found
конечно.
the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Ну, не очень-то она рада, по-моему.
Revelio.
Могла бы и порадоваться так-то. Так. Здесь что у нас? Непонятно. Одиннадцать, 21. Так, короче, пока непонятно, что это за фигня и как это разгадывать. Так, ладно. Какое туманное мрачное место.
Revelio.
О, страничка. Виверна, да? Прикольно, блин, даже через стены показывает. Так, что, даже настройки применились?
Revelio.
Чё у нас здесь? Кто тут?
Why do students always frown? Thieves should burn the castle down. Nice and warm.
Клоуны, а? Так, замок. Открыть. Мне наверх. Ясно.
Revelio.
Гаси, носорог какой-то. Че, наш первый урок?
Is that all you've got? Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ну давай попробуем Левиоса. А, еще изучить надо.
Levioso!
Ну прям с первого раза.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic
Так,
cast.
основное задание.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time,
Так,
cast
чего?
Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise. Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
Прикольно.
Levioso!
Ну все, падай уже.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego! Be easy.
Как тебе такое?
Levioso! This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a...
Сдавайся,
All
чел.
of my students were this adept.
You're good.
Now perception. Levioso!
I do enjoy a lively duel. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Противник сдулся.
Not
Победа.
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Ну, отлично.
All right. That's enough spectacle for
Заклинания
one day. Class is
получили.
dismissed.
Чаечки принесли.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Ну чё, поверженный
Nice
чувак.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Это первая
In
дуэль.
fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Интересно.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Ну все, до
Perhaps
встречи в
somewhere
клубе.
unsanctioned?
Надеру
We'll see if
тебе
your
задницу.
performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Давай, давай, увидимся.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Ну, она, наверное, конечно, крутая. Ничего не сказать.
What are you up to now?
Так, а огонь я типа активировал, да? Быстрое перемещение. Так. Здесь интересно, есть живые лестницы?
Revelio.
Ничего интересного. Но мне же не сюда. Ух ты, сундучок. Пальто с рисунком. Нахрена мне пальто с рисунком? Вот. Как высоко подниматься-то, а?
Professor Ronena tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Что-то тут профессора обсуждают.
Revelio.
Нифига интересного. Ладно, давай, начинаем.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronena yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Да вот никто ничего не помнит, давай уже.
Seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Так, Акцела. Что делает? Ладно, сейчас разберемся. А, предмет к себе подтягивает, да?
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Нифига прикольно.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Что делать надо?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull Accio as far as possible. Excellent control. Happens to the best of us.
Если надо остановиться перед самым краем.
That's it.
Ну, давай.
Splendid.
Неплохо.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Ну давай.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Так, ну чё кого? Кто первый?
Let us see this.
Сразу полтинник. Ты офигела.
Accio.
Ну давай. Блин.
Watch this.
А я могу ее шары вытолкнуть, интересно, или нет? Мне кажется, да.
Quite impressive. Here we go.
Да что ж такое? Подтолкнула меня? Нифига не подтолкнула.
Accio.
Ну-ка, давай, давай.
That's it!
Ничья.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Нормально.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Чё, кто
This
первый?
round settles it all.
Be sharp.
И смотри-ка, а. Ну,
Accio.
да что ж
Very
такое?
good.
Watch this.
Так,
That is
тридцаточка,
how it's
да?
done.
Accio.
Brilliant.
Блин, ей все-таки засчиталось.
Let us see this.
Нет, 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 не прошел.
There we go.
А если я подтолкну свой же шар? Прокатит?
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it?
Accio.
Ну,
Splendid.
опять ничья.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Классные уроки у них, однако.
A tie game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Хорошо, что
That's
ты
good to hear.
понимаешь.
It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is
Уаганда. Это
Ouagadougou much
вообще
bigger
где?
than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I
Лунные
remember
горы.
the first time
Звучит
I saw
неплохо.
it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
Интересно.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand.
Ну и
I
нафиг
must
тогда
admit,
палочка нужна.
however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronena wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Это ты как поняла, если он стоит
You can use
у тебя за
Accio on
спиной?
humans. If
A
you're so
word, if you
inclined.
would.
Well, you'd be using it on
You wanted
clothing
to speak with me,
besides
Professor?
Guardian.
I did.
You know it won't work
I
with you.
trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Что ж они все меня так прокачать-то хотят?
You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Интересно.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronen.
Странная какая-то.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Revelio.
I hear Feldcroft's been getting attacked by Ranrock Royal.
Так, а быстро переместиться-то можно или нет? Нет, ничего здесь не открыто. Ладно, будем пешочком. Ой. Кошка, кошка.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
Угу. Ладно, на улицу. А не надо.
Lumos.
М-м-м. Колонный проход. Колонный проход. Но это же должно быть где-то рядом. Ну, чисто в теории.
Revelio.
Ирландский феникс. Блин, да черт его знает, где... Так, еще один телепорт, это хорошо. Странно мявкают эти коты. Ты отколдуешь?
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Причесон у него прикольный.
Excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronen. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Нафига ты пытаешься выпутать информацию?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronen did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronen will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmid I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Как там? Палочка выбирает мага, да?
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmid.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the
зелья
potion shop,
варить.
Professor?
J. Pippin's
Знания.
Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
Ладно, погнали.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmid.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Даже, наверное, Натя.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronen's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Так, тут даже какие-то местные хулиганы есть. Так, поговорите с профессором Роненом, чтобы получить свою первую задачу. Задача — это особый тип задания, который дают вам профессора Хогвартса, и после их выполнения не учат вас использовать новые заклинания. Наградой за выполнение вашей первой задачи является восстанавливающий чары Репара. Блин, все равно подлагивает. Из DLSS подлагивает и просто так подлагивает.
Revelio.
Ну-ка, профессор, давай-ка.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right
Ну
away,
давай
Professor.
выполнять что. Область поисков намека представляем собой. Так, берите парящую страницу рядом с разбитой стеной. Статуей. Блин, ну что-то как-то...
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Revelio.
Это может быть тут?
Lumos.
А, вот она. Как ее схватить? Может... А, ну ее, наверное, притянуть надо. Ну да, логично.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Так, где?
Lumos.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Что тебя все ненавидят-то?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Звучит не очень, конечно, если честно.
Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Ну...
Do you
Ладно,
have any
ладно.
suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
О, страничка.
Accio. Brilliant.
И заданица подхватили, и страничку поймали. Здесь как будто какой-то проход должен быть.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
Не поддается.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Ну, это не моя палочка, так что... Давай, 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 давай. Починка элементов всяких разных.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Ну, давай попробуем.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Да, у нее какое-то лицо прям. Она как будто что-то увидела очень страшное.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Так, и что, на этом все закончили? Ну, походу, да. Ладно, надо в Хогвартс. Интересно, кстати, туда на метле двигать или нет? Прикольно.
Revelio.
Где-то тут еще летала страничка.
Hogsmid is the only village.
Ну да, всякие потайные штучки. Не, конечно, если эти вещи будут какой-то давать бонус, тогда, возможно, имеет смысл их собирать. Ну чё, погнали?
Looking for me?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmid. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Ты куда
I
полетела?
was
Стой.
glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it.
Блин, ну можно же было на метлу
Hogsmeade is
сесть.
beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas, but that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Revelio.
Златоглазки. Ну, давай соберем.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
У них тут запретный лес есть?
Absolutely.
Likely already
Revelio.
named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmid over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I
грибы
was
нельзя
surprised
собрать?
when Professor Weasley mentioned that you
Ну,
knew the
пойдет.
area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Подтупливает графика.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland, but it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy,
Это он какой-то бухой, по-моему.
ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon, a demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Natty. Thank you.
Что, добрались наконец-таки?
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Мне бы еще карточку безлимитную.
Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Так, понятненько. Тут, короче, отдельная своя локация, да? Парикмахерская. У меня вообще монеты-то есть, нет? Покупать все эти добро это. Площадь. Чайная лавка. Так, ну я думаю, что на этом закончим эту часть прохождения. В следующей будем исследовать Хогсмид. Попробуем прошвырнуться по всем этим зданиям. Спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на канал. Всем пока-пока.